Okay, so for those that want to open up a tattoo shop or a studio, a private studio, they want to branch off and go on their own, here is my advice. The thing is that first, it just really depends. Like if you really feel good at where you're at, if you don't feel good at where you're at, it's really, where does your heart lie? Do you want to open up a studio? Is that something that you're really excited about doing? If so, the only things that you really need to make sure you're checking in on is that, where is the zoning at within your state and city, and every state and city and county is so different. And so it depends on, like, if you're opening up a public shop, if you're opening up something public, then you can open it up. Then it has to be within like zoning rights and county legal lines and these kinds of things, so that you have to check in with your city, state, and county. And if you're opening up a private studio, this is a little bit more lax, and it just depends on like where you're opening it. But at the end of the day, if I would say, most people, the reason why they don't go for it is because they're afraid. And so what I would say to that is that, like, feel the fear and do it anyway. It's really about walking with our fear that creates really beautiful and great leaders in this industry. It's really about being brave, and compounded bravery is just confidence, and that confidence is going to lead to success. So the more you do brave things, the more confident you get at that thing. It's just like in tattooing. You started something from scratch. You decided to go for it because it was following your soul's desire. And then all of a sudden you just went for it, and you practiced and practiced and practiced. You basically practiced bravery over and over and over again on people's skin. And then you created that confidence to know that, like, oh my gosh, I have a talent. People are coming to me for this talent. I have a clientele. And so when you're opening up your own shop, yeah, the first few things I would say is, like, have your marketing plan down. Do you have a soul-aligned community who are soulmate clients that can help you sustain in this? And honestly, as far as like money saving goes, do you have at least $20,000 in the bank to make sure that you can pay for rent for a few months and to renovate it and do all the kinds of things? Like for me personally, I saved around $50K for my first studio, and then I spent $100K for my next studio. And so those, like, but that's also in California, and that's like the kind of cost that it has. So it's really just dependent upon where you are, where your location is, where you decide to locate, how big you want to go, and how much money you want to save for that renovation. So these are like the logisticals around it. Otherwise, it's more just about just taking a big leap of faith, believing in yourself, creating safety within yourself, and regulating that nervous system when you're walking with your fear, and just going for it, babe.